Hi, this is Iris at the Polyform Design Studio, and I'm here today to answer some of the questions that you've asked on our Facebook page and send to info@polyformproducts.com. So let's get started and answer those questions. We're often asked what type of clay works best with what projects, and I'll show you a few of our clays today and let you know what we recommend, but as you know, there are always exceptions to the rules. Original Sculpey is used by kids, parents, and teachers. It's often used for school projects, projects at home, and once it's baked, it can be painted, sanded, and drilled. There are easy projects that we do with them. People have made fossils, little tiny dogs and cats that kids paint. It's pretty durable, but it's not one of our most durable clays. So after the project is done, you can't really drop it on the floor or it could break. Our newest clay is Pluffy, and Pluffy is great for kids. It's really an afternoon of fun because they can play with the clay, and then if they love what they make, they can bake it and it becomes permanent for them to have. But just imagine your kids being able to play with this clay, make snakes out of it, make little animals out of it, little game pieces. It's really a blast. It comes in a variety of colors, and it's so soft and squishy. Once they create the thing they love, they can bake it and have it forever. So I would suggest little figurines, play pieces, and also we have a great frame here that an adult made. So let's not limit it to kids. As I said, there's always exceptions to the rule. One thing that I do with Pluffy is I combine Pluffy with Sculpey 3 or Primo clay, only because I like the finish that it gives the clay when it's baked, and also it makes the clay piece very light. Pluffy is lighter than Sculpey 3 or Primo clay or original Sculpey, and it also floats, you know, in case you want to do something fun with your kids. But when I use this to make a frame such as this, I'll use this in a paper craft project, so I like it to be a little lighter. So let your kids have some fun with Pluffy and make something that they love. Sculpey 3 is the crafter's clay. It's used to make figurines, ornaments, beads, and home decor items. It comes in a variety of colors that are bright and cheerful, and it has metallics in it, and people use it to make all kinds of things. It's often used for school projects. This is a bust made from it. These are little pieces to a mobile that were made from it, and there are also fun projects like the cupcakes. People use them on necklaces and earrings, and of course there's the ever popular figurine. I'm sorry I covered your face, Mr. Monkey. He's just adorable. I think that a lot of people are using Sculpey 3 more and more over the years. It has gotten very strong and it has fabulous colors, so give it a try. Primo Sculpey clay was created with artists in mind. It's a great blending clay to get different colors, and it also holds fine detail. It's perfect for specialty techniques such as makumagane and mica shift. Our metallics and pearl clays are known for their ability to do mica shifts because the amount of mica they contain. Once baked, Primo clay is extremely strong and durable. It's used for jewelry and home decor, and the colors are richly saturated. I think that it's a very popular clay among artists because of all its properties, and I think you should give it a try because it makes life easy when you're creating jewelry and some of the other items I mentioned. I do want to show you something that's a little difficult to see. This is a cabinet knob that was made with Primo, so you can see it right here. But a variety of jewelry. It's used for covering candles and home decor items such as vases and wine glasses and wine charms because of its durability. Living Doll is a professional quality clay formulated for doll makers and sculptors. It blends really easily and it's extremely durable after baking. Comes in a variety of colors and we've gotten lots and lots of praises for it. You can see Mr. Hobo here was created with it. If you have any further questions about the clays, you could visit our website where we explain each and every one of our clays and we show all the colors that the clays are available in. And once again, you can always pose questions on the Polyform Facebook page or to info@polyformproducts.com. We're often asked what types of glues and adhesives work best with clay projects, and there's quite a variety. I'm going to touch base on 4 that we often use here. When you're trying to connect unbaked clay to unbaked clay or unbaked clay to baked clay, the best adhesives to use are translucent liquid Sculpey or Sculpey Bake and Bond. Bake and Bond is a thicker product and might be a little easier for you to use, but if you have 2 large surfaces that are flat, you might want to use translucent liquid Sculpey. One thing I want to tell you is that these products definitely have to be baked. That's how they adhere the clays together. So although they look like white glue, they definitely have to be baked, and the bond that they form is extremely strong. When we're using clay that's already baked and for some reason we have to attach one piece to another, we use cyanoacrylic gel glue or the liquid glue, and that's that glue that is instant glue, kind that you use and it kind of glues your fingers together sometimes, but it does work excellently on attaching 2 pieces of baked clay. And if you're attaching your clay pieces to fabric or paper, you're going to want to use a strong white craft glue. You've asked us what glazes and paints work well with our polymer clays. I can recommend the Sculpey Glazes. We have a gloss glaze and a satin glaze, and they work fantastic. You can try them on your projects, and I know that you'll be very satisfied. The gloss gives a very high gloss glaze, and the satin gives a slight sheen, but not very much. They're fantastic. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit about paints. We recommend water-based acrylic paints if you'd like to paint your projects. But in today's market, there are so many different paints available with so many different ingredients that we suggest you do a little test of the paints that you want to use just to make sure you get the results that you're looking for.
Hey Iris, I have a question.
Sure, Sammy, what is it?
How do you store opened clay?
There are a variety of products that you can store clay in. A lot of times what I do is if I use a half a bar of clay, I just wrap it up right in the package that it came in. This way I could see the color, I have the baking directions, and everything else that I need to know. You can also store unused clay in Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags are made from high density polyethylene plastic. You can also store clay in plastic containers that are polypropylene. The one product you want to avoid is polystyrene. So when you do find something that's compatible with the clay, you want to store your clay in a cool, dark place. And lots of people even store their clay in their refrigerator or freezer.
I have another question. How do you get your clay the consistency that you want?
Well, Sammy, we found that each crafter and designer likes their clay at a different consistency. And so we're trying to show you exactly how to do it. If your clay is too hard, this clay is pretty hard, you'll want to use one of two products. One is called Sculpey Clay Softener, and it's a liquid, and the other is called Mold Maker, and it's a solid clay conditioner, also used for molds. And you'll want to condition a small amount of clay at a time, and you'll want to use a small amount of Mold Maker. And all you do is work the Mold Maker into the clay and it softens it. And the same thing for the clay softener. You'll just want to put one drop in a small amount of clay and work it into the consistency that you want. If your clay is too soft and sticky, we recommend that you roll it into a sheet on the clay conditioning machine, and then all you have to do is put it between a few sheets of plain copy paper, just like this. You could place a hard object on top, such as a book or a flat box that's pretty heavy, and check your clay every 15-20 minutes, every hour, depending on how soft it is. And what this does, it takes out some of the plasticizer in your clay that softens it and gets it to the consistency that you want. You just check it frequently and you'll notice a stain on the paper, and that's some of the plasticizer coming out of your clay. And that way you can get the clay exactly the way you want it. If you have any additional questions, feel free to email us at info@polyformproducts.com, or go to the Polyform Facebook page and you can ask questions there. Someone from Polyform will answer, or one of our design squad members. Thank you for using our products, and hope that you gain some valuable knowledge from this video.